This week, April 13th through 17th, I'm going to go through how you're going to go through the websites that I'm asking you to do. Bottom line for the rest of learning that we will have this fourth quarter is that you're going to have fun. That's what I want you to do. No pressure. And I want to give you some choice, a lot of choice, so you can go down the rabbit holes of history. All lessons are posted right here at this lesson, thisweekslesson.com. You can go to here the Welcome Miss Max class calendar, and your lessons are always there. I set up a tab up here at the top that's new. You can go up here to World Cultures, and everything will be disseminated by April 13th through 17th. So let's see what we're doing this week. Oh my goodness! Congratulations, you've won. You'll go to two places. First, you'll go to New Orleans, and you'll be going to the National World War II Museum. And then second, you'll choose 5 trips to go to Europe and study the war. Oh my goodness, isn't that great? It's while we're on this virus vacation that we're going to take a virtual vacation. So this kind of traveling is good for your soul, forces you out of your comfort zone, and gives you a chance to reinvent yourself. But most importantly, when we're talking about learning this week, not only am I giving you choices and that you're to have fun, but I want you to limit the time and your planning and organizing is within the 2 hours that it takes you to do this project. You will, I guarantee, become a more interesting person. And of course, traveling teaches you gratitude, somewhat like this virus vacation is doing. So let's look. Let's get on the plane, and we're going straight to New Orleans. Now, you will fly into the Louis Armstrong Airport. You better bring your nice luggage. Look what Miss Mac has, Ted Baker matching luggage like always. And you will be visiting the Higgins Hotel, which is the official hotel for the National World War II Museum. Now, it is named after Andrew Jackson Higgins because he invented the Landing Craft Vehicle Personnel, or the LCVP. This was the boat that, or Hitler called Jackson or Higgins the new Noah, but General Eisenhower called him, future President Eisenhower called him the man who won the war. One biographer, when comparing Higgins to earlier American legends like Davy Crockett and Paul Bunyan, described he and his team's effort as, quote, "We Americans walk big, we talk big, we think up giants. American giants still walk the American earth. This giant's name is Andrew Jackson Higgins." So this week, how you're going to get there is you're going to click on this button, World War II Museum. Now let me take you to the World War II Museum. When you land there, this is where you'll be. And, oh, it's closed, but it's going to open for us virtually. So 2 places that I want you to go in the World War II Museum. Now this place you can spend a lot of time in. I want you to limit your time. You're going to go to visit, all right? And you're going to go straight to the exhibits. You've already dropped off your luggage. You've been at the hotel. You've eaten a little bit. And I'll talk about eating in New Orleans a little later. I want you to stay away from the muffalotto. Every time I have one of those sandwiches, oh my goodness. And of course, you have to have a beignet for breakfast. Hopefully you're having one now. Now, you're going to go through the exhibits here, and I'm going to have you focus on one. There are 7 halls here. There's Arsenal of Democracy, Road to Tokyo, Road to Berlin. Each hall is really cool. I want you to explore this. You may want to if you want to. This is Beyond All Boundaries. This is this 3D theater. And here, look here, it was created by Tom Hanks and a bunch of historians. It's a 3D. We won't be able to go into the theater, but you can look at it and look behind the scenes if you like. I'll post this on the website. You can look at the D-Day invasion exhibit hall, the U.S. Merchant Marine, the one from the bayou to the battlefield. I love learning about the USS Tang. I love submarines, and this is a great book I read long ago on the Tang. And special exhibits, I'll talk about that a little later. But for you this week, you're going to focus on exploring the road to Berlin, the European theater galleries. Now, in these galleries, it has 10 halls. And so what you're going to be doing is visiting all 10 halls, and that is within your homework. Here are the 10 halls right here. And you will click on each one and you will visit each one of the 10. Now, I don't want you to spend too much time in here, but each one of these halls is really, really different as you walk from one to another. For instance, when you go into the fourth hall, the Air War exhibit hall. This is a really cool one. You're walking in. I thought when I went through it, it was a Quonset hut, but this is not called a Quonset hut. This is called the Nissen hut. Now, the Nissen huts are really interesting because these were the mobile huts that they created and made up. It's really cool, and I hope you look into what a Nissen hut is. You can look up that when you go down the rabbit hole of studying World War II. I don't care which way you go, but you can definitely go there. Now, so when you go through all 6 of these, when you go through all 6 of these exhibits, 7, I still again want to reemphasize that your homework is to go through the road to Berlin. The second thing you will do is you will go to, come back up here to the top, the war. And you can go in 3 places, either all articles, profiles of people that served in the war, or from the collection. Now, if you look at these from the collection, let's go to all the articles first. So if we go to all the articles, you could have many different articles on World War II. There's pages, 6, 7 pages of it. My favorite 2 pages of it is one article I found was on, get this, professional wrestling in World War II. That's on the 2nd page of the articles. You might really enjoy that. The other one that I thought was really cool is on the new museum exhibit on the Ghost Army. Now, this is really interesting. They have this is a really interesting story. This was one of the tanks that they built, and just the history behind it is great. Now, you can find a lot of this history if you go to YouTube and subscribe to the National World War II Museum. They have lots of podcasts if you can see daily live streams, oral histories from the vault, so you can look at different individual items. I just think this is really, really good. And this week I looked at right here, Ghost Army. This was a podcast I listened to, the curator of the exhibit, and boy, it was interesting. So if that's what you want to do your special article on, that's great. But there's so many articles that you have here when you're exploring the World War II and the articles. Now, the other place you can go is profiles. And these, you can filter it here on the left from where they served and what they were. But here are all the different people that served. Some lived, some have passed away in the war. But I think you'll be really interested in many different people that served in the war, if that's where you want to go. Now, of course, you know I'm a person that loves jazz. I love this article on Ella Fitzgerald. And if you're interested in the Holocaust and students that protested in World War II, Sophie Scholl is really great, a great article. There was a movie made about her and her brother, and how the Nazis killed them because of their nonviolent protest. I just think you'd really enjoy learning about them. And of course, there's just many different ways you can go here. Oh, here we go, Josephine Baker, love her. The other place you can go is to, let's go back up to the top, and you can go in here to from the collection. Now in here, the collection, now they have over 250,000 artifacts, and you can look at all the different artifacts. So you can choose to do that. Now, if you explore their digital collection, which is extensive, I think that you'll really enjoy that. They have over, let me show you right here. They have over 7,000 oral histories, so you can and 100,000 prints, so you can print photos. You can go to different kind. You can browse through different areas. Look at all the different areas that they have stuff on: naval aviation, liberty and leave, entertainment, experience combat. That's really, really good stuff. And you can disaggregate it by person or by by person or by objects. The last place I want you to go in the World War II Museum, sorry, let's go here, is to the collect and then to podcasts. So they have a place over here by podcasts. And these are really interesting too. I found this, I sent this to a couple of people that love movies. But Service on Celluloid is about how World War II was in the movies. So you can go here and you look at their previous podcasts at different episodes that they were talking about. They're just, you can listen to, this one's really interesting, the Raising the Flag at Iwo Jima. This is really, and the book Flag of Our Fathers, based on the book Flag of Our Fathers. They talk about down here, they talk about Saving Private Ryan, what was accurate about it. I love the movie The Negro Soldier because it was a Frank Capra documentary, but you can look at any of these things. Just one more thing I want to remind you. Then, after you visit the World War II Museum, you're going to second be flying to the Charles de Gaulle Airport or in Brussels, Belgium, or you'll be going to London's Heathrow. Now, you will choose one of 5 trips that you want to go on. Download one of these brochures. I don't care. Easy Company is about the Band of Brothers. If you watch that HBO special, Normandy, you'd go to the Liberation of Masters of the Air. This is a phenomenal book. I think I've shown you. Written by Donald Miller, who is also a historian at the World War II Museum. Soldiers and Spies, this is really a great trip. And the Battle of the Bulge, oh my goodness. And there's a great movie on the Battle of the Bulge you can also watch. Now, I'll be putting more interesting links this week when I find them. But when you pick one of these trips that you're going to, so you're moving from New Orleans and then you're flying right into one of these European airports, I want you to look at these cool brochures if you were traveling with World War II Museum. And I want you to only pick one day that you think is the coolest day of your 2-week or your 1-week trip. Pick the one day, why you picked that day, and why you think it would be a great day. I think you'll really enjoy looking through the brochure. That is what you're going to be doing this week. So congratulations. You're going to have fun learning. That's what's most important. You have choice in what you're learning. First, you're going to go to the World War II Museum and visit it through this button again right here. And then you're going to be looking at these brochures. Now, all of your assignments will be posted on the Google Classroom page. And just download the homework page. Fill in whatever you want to have there, and you'll be good. So have a really good time. I enjoyed seeing you. I will see you today, hopefully, and have a great day.